Good morning, friends. It's Wednesday, and on this What to Wear Wednesday, I am going to walk through first part one, my morning facial, and I'm going to just do this. I'm going to try not to hesitate in my conversation. So I put just a little bit of the BC facial on my hands, and I'm rub till I see a white glove. I'm starting with the facial today so you can see exactly what I do each morning. I'm getting started just a little bit later than normal. Our morning schedule can be interesting sometime with the boys and the dogs and the food, and our dishwasher broke and all those kinds of normal things. Normal things in a functioning household. So I'm just going to go through the morning facial, and then part two, we'll stop this one, and part two will be the actual what to wear, you decide, my color application. So I definitely wanted to show what the morning can look like. So when I wash the face with the BC facial and I'm in the shower, I usually go all down the throat and then the chest as well. But I'm just at the sink today. So I'm rinsing. Just rinsing at the sink with the BC facial cleanser. I use the cleanser for combination oily skin. And then I try to totally rinse. My towel fell. Do you make a mess when you rinse your face? I just sometimes leave water all over. One of the things that I wanted to do today was show the use of the Microderm Appeal. So I did the cleansing system, and then I put a fingertip's worth of the Microderm Appeal on the hand. And this is going to go all over the whole face. So this really, a wonderful texture. It's a citrusy, frothed, whippy smelling, citrusy smelling, not whippy smelling, citrusy smelling application of this mask, sort of a milky color, creamy white mask that's comprised of fruit acids, and then there's a texture that's in here, a real interesting kind of it's a gritty texture. That's a quartz crystal that's cut at various sizes, and that goes on the face. Even when I'm in the shower, I can do this. So I would pause at this moment and keep moving through some of the other things that I do in the shower, like maybe use my shower gel. One of the shower gels that I'm absolutely loving right now, and this is the body lotion, but I'll just show you, is the Spa Delight in the pomegranate. So the Spa Delight pomegranate pieces has a hand cream, then there's a shower gel, and then this one is the energizing body cream, which is on my vanity as well, and I really love to use that. So on the What to Wear Wednesday, the part one with the skincare, what I'm showing first is the cleanser. So I use the BC facial cleanser, and then I rinsed, and now I have on the Microderm Appeal. And what's really great about the cleanser and the Microderm Appeal is that those two pieces are in our skincare kit. So when you're watching and you're thinking, yeah, I'd love to try all of that stuff, I'd really love to get into those pieces, that's very easy to do. You can actually get the skincare kit that matches your skincare type, and then you come to this incredible class. I just absolutely love teaching it, where we basically answer all the questions that you have about skincare, and then about beauty control skincare specifically. So this Microderm Appeal is your treat, your special treat for that class, in addition to the buffer tool. So the buffer tool actually comes with two heads. This head pops off like this here, and then I just throw this in the washing machine with my whites. Very easy to do, super simple to use. And so you hear that? I don't know if you can hear it or if you can just see it. It just clicks right back on. I put this under a little bit of water. So I've had the Microderm Appeal on for just a couple of minutes, and this is off and this is on. You can see my nails broke. This is on, and then this is off. So I'm just going to turn this on where I have the Microderm Appeal on the face, and I'm going to move it around all over where that whipped, frothy white mask, the Microderm Appeal, is on the face. So the fruit acids that were in that product are eating away at the dead, dry skin. So when I cleansed first, it is allowing the Microderm Appeal mask to really get to the skin below. Not the dirt and debris, but the clean skin underneath, and then it eats away at the dead, dry skin that's underneath. And now this buffer tool is physically removing the dissolved layers of skin from the Microderm Appeal, which is incredible, because when I'm done with this, And people sometimes ask this question. If you're a regular user of beauty control products, I know you get this question. Why does your makeup look so smooth? And to be totally honest, the makeup is extraordinary. It's the best makeup I have ever used, and I have been a lover of makeup since I was 9 years old. But the reason why beauty control makeup looks so amazing on the face is because the skincare and the anti-aging pieces are just premium quality, just top notch. And I can do all of these things in my home. And because I have the ability to do this at home and fit it into my schedule and put it in my shower and do it whenever I need to, it means that I can maintain this look. It's all about just maintaining it. So I added a little bit of water to the buffer tool because I'm not in the shower. I do love to do this in the shower. And like I said, when I do it in the shower, I do this all down my neck and my chest, and sometimes I even let this sort of like rub on my shoulders and the back of my neck too, because it has an incredible angled head that gets to places I can't normally get. I will point out that it is super easy for me to do this because I have short hair. But if I had really long hair, going across the hairline like that would be a totally different monster. And those of you with long hair, you know what I'm talking about. This doesn't have reverse, so you do have to be mindful of it grabbing your hair and twisting it. I can remember when I was young, there was actually an apparatus that you could purchase that was like a hair twister. Like you could put ends of your hair in it, and then you turn it on, and it would like twist, 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 and like braid your hair for you. And I never had one of those. It always looked very scary to me, but I imagine it was really similar. So if I had long hair, I could just, twist it myself. So I love the way that this feels. Sometimes a question I get about the Microderm Peel is how long someone would use this. How long would somebody do this on the face? And I like to do it for about 2 to 3 minutes. You can actually feel where you've been because you can start to feel the skin feels really, really fresh and clean in those spaces or in those areas. And then you can obviously move over more prominent areas for longer periods of time. I have noticed that people that have very fair skin say that the Microderm Peel can only stay on the face for just a little bit, but that would make sense because their skin is more fair and more sensitive to the elements anyway. So now I'm going to rinse. And I'm just rinsing off the excess of the Microderm so I can feel a little bit of that texture and the grit here. I can just feel that in between my fingers and on the face. And because I've been talking, there's just a little bit in my mouth. Do you guys like to Microderm in the morning or do you do it in the evening? And then do you prefer to do it in the shower? I really think that these kinds of questions for everyone, and you can just write below, I love to do my Microderm, and then fill in the blank. In the shower, in the morning, in the evening, even what day of the week. Some people really kind of prescribe to doing it on the weekend, or they take like the Sunday or the Saturday to themselves, and they make sure that they take care of their daily facial. So when I'm really thinking about it, I actually do the Microderm. I personally do it about twice a week. But I have darker eyes and darker hair, and my skin can get very dark, and it's not very sensitive to the sun. So it's not such a big deal for me to do the Microderm or use the high quality exfoliators on my face that often. So there are others that have more sensitive skin, and when they have the more sensitive skin, they probably do it once a week or once every 10 days or so. So I'm almost out of tonic, so I'm eking out this last bit of tonic. So when I'm done with the Microderm, I'm going to continue with the rest of the BC Facial. So now I'm using the BC Facial Reviving Tonic, and then I use the Combination Oily Skin. So on this What to Wear Wednesday, I'm going through the motions for my morning facial and my anti-aging steps. And this is part 1. Part 2 will be the actual, let's pick out Lauren's colors. And I have only a couple of requests. I just need to look, need to look professional, and it needs to match. So I can't have anything too crazy. The colors just on the eyes and the cheeks and the nose need to match. So I'm just patting this tonic on. Something to notice after you do the Microderm Peel. So after you do using the Microderm Peel, which is what I just did on the face with the buffer, when you're done with that and you use your tonic and you use the Combination Oily Tonic, or let's say you have the tonic for the acne prone skin, you will feel a renewed vigor with the tingling sensation or the warmth that's on the face where you have exposed the fresh, healthy skin cells underneath. And that certainly subsides with use, but even myself, I know that these products are clinical strength and they're still really magical in their effect when they're working, because I can feel some of that tingling sensation on the face. So we're going to do the Tight, Firm, and Fill. This is the eye contouring serum. So I would like to squirt just a little bit of that in my hand, and then I use my ring finger to really slip and glide this, because it's a serum and there is no rubbing in. I am really just, I'm not even moving the skin. That slip and that glide just smears on underneath the eye and in the crow's feet area and out to the hairline. And I do just a little bit right underneath the eyebrow. Right here again, crow's feet, under the eye, right between the eyes here, everywhere where a superhero would wear their mask, so that when you squint and you do all these other things, kind of see the direction where the eye area pulls, and that's the area that I like to put on the eye contouring serum. So the second step for my anti-aging pieces and my regular application is the face contouring cream. So this is the Regeneration Tight, Firm, and Fill face contouring cream. So I have just a little bit of that that's going to go on the face. This is a cream and application, but it is not the final moisturizer. A cream and application is just its method of delivery system into the skin. So I'm just pressing or pushing this in a smooth, just a slip and glide across the face. I don't have to deeply massage this into the skin for it to be effective, but this is going to be delivered with hyaluronic acid, and it has Hyla sponges in it. And there's peptides in there that are going into the surface of the skin, down deep into the layers, that will absorb some of the moisture underneath the surface of the skin, and those Hyla sponges soak that up and they expand, and that's what causes the tightening, the firming, and the filling, because they actually fill in the lines and the wrinkles, and they plump and they tighten areas that can look kind of saggy and droopy. And the biggest difference that a person can see in just like 10-15 minutes of using any of the Tight, Firm, and Fill pieces is that the face appears lifted. There's a physical lift. There is a reduction in all of the fine lines and wrinkles, but it really starts to work on like the deeper lines and wrinkles as well. And then a tightening and a firming of the skin. So it's a very smooth, wonderful texture. So mixed with the Microderm Appeal and then the Tight, Firm, and Fill pieces, those are the components that we frequently refer to in beauty control as our instant facelift pieces, because that's like a 1-2 punch of anti-aging. You're just getting rid of all that surface dead dry nonsense, and then you're really tightening and firming and filling all the plump, fresh, healthy skin cells underneath. So I said that that was a cream and application, but it wasn't my moisturizer, and I'm going to finish with the moisturizers now in this part one of What to Wear Wednesday. And this, oh golly, okay, I got a little carried away there. This is my eye moisturizer, or my eye cream. So let me just do like a little bit of a distribution here. So this little metal finger here on the end of the eye cream is what I'm going to use to rub that in or apply. This really is a non-contaminated way to apply your products, because the product is dispensed as needed. And then this little metal finger is what helps to push the product into the skin. And I'm going to get just a little bit more here for in between the eyes. And I like to apply this everywhere where my serum just went. And then you can take your finger if you want and sort of pat, press, or push